Okay, we're going to get started here in just a moment. If you're just joining us, welcome to the SmartChoice Smart Contract launch. I'm excited to have you here. I encourage you, if you're here for the very first time, to take some notes. I've got some very important announcements here tonight, and we're going to get started in just a few moments here. There's a lot of folks coming on still, so just give it a moment here, and we will get underway. So thank you very much, everybody, for showing up tonight. This is exciting stuff. Wow. Shout out to my son, Justin. Just had to do that. We're going to get started in just a moment. My name again is David Francis, and I am here in Las Vegas. And I'm excited to be here, excited to share with you the information that we're going to share with you here tonight. We are just about to launch this project, so you're at the right place at the right time with the right opportunity. So I'm excited that you're here. Got my wife on the other line there. She's actually out of town in Utah, but she said she wanted to jump on and be a part of this as well. So go ahead and say hello, Sheila, and let everybody know what they need to do right now.
Hey, good evening. You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Good evening, everyone. Super excited to be here. Lots of amazing information to share with you tonight. So make sure you have a pen, piece of paper, something to take notes with. You're going to want to write this stuff down. Very important information, including some very important links that you're going to want to have written down to be able to use in the next 24 hours. So very important information. So also turn off your cell phones, put the kids away, just get rid of the distractions.
Not necessarily in that order, right?
Okay, not necessarily away, but out of the room, or give them something to play with so that we can be focused.
If they're adult kids, let them be, please.
Let them listen. If they're adult kids, let them listen. Yeah, absolutely.
So we're going to go ahead and get started here. So again, I'd like to welcome everyone to our Sunday night pre-launch call here. We're very excited about where we are in the evolution of this project. As many of you know, this has been a labor of love over the last number of months here, as we've been putting this together with the team and really getting to a place now where we can actually launch this contract and put it out there for the world. We've got everything in place. And I'm just going to put myself in a position where, I'm looking for an opportunity, which I, always am, obviously, right? But when you've got something that you can really now take out to the marketplace that has everything in place, that has all the marketing tools, that's got the marketing promotional videos, that's got the training app, that's got the system that works, that's got the contract that works. When you've got all of that, you really do have a great opportunity to make a big difference in your life, if that's what you're looking for, if that's the place that you are right now, where you're looking for a change. And I love this time of year. In December, approaching the end of the year, this is the time that I call, it's not quite there yet, but in a couple of days, I call this between and betwixt, because you're between one year going into another year. And the question is, do you want to have the next year be better than the current year? And I know that there's a lot of people over 2020 that have had a very difficult time, not just getting by, but just surviving in 2020. And I know that what we're bringing to the marketplace is going to make a huge difference for people all around the world. And 2021 is going to be the year that we're going to make a huge difference. So I'm excited that you're here. I do have some announcements that I want to make, but Sheila, if you want to just welcome everybody, I'm just going to get this set up.
Yeah, absolutely, David. Super excited. And I'm thinking there. So in February is really when the wheels started turning on this whole project. And if you think about it, that's like 9 months. So this is like the birth of a child. Like we've gone through the whole stages of evolution to creation. And now this child is going to be born in just a very short period of time. That's pretty exciting.
It is exciting. We've got 5 kids, and I've got to tell you. So I'm going to share with you where we are right now. So, and we've got 5 kids, and I remember when our youngest daughter was born 16 years ago, just a little over 16 years ago, and we, we're in anticipation You know, we were older parents at that point in time, right, when she was being born, right? And there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff going on, but we were real anxious and real excited about this birth that's going to take place. And we went through the whole 9-month period, and it was just about to launch, or just about to launch, literally. And with that, you know, I remember, Sheila, you ended up, we had like several times when we went to the hospital a couple of times, and they were actually false alarms. So the reason I bring that up actually is because right now, even though we are just about to launch, there's something that occurred after I put out an announcement earlier today that, yeah, we're going to be launching tomorrow. It's going to be launching at 6 o'clock Pacific tomorrow. Be on the call tomorrow. And after I put out that call, then I was speaking with the development team, and we made a decision to put it off for one more day. And I'll tell you why. We want to make sure that when we launch, we're doing it right the very first time. And something happened about 5 days ago that we thought we might be able to get around. And this is on the Tron network. So this has nothing to do with us. We are ready. We've been testing. I'm going to show you the back office here. We've been testing. We're ready to launch. We're ready to go. We've got a couple of things on the front of the website that we're making some, typographical changes to and so forth, but we're ready to go. But one of the things that happened a few days ago is that the Tron grid network that we actually use, and that's the blockchain that Tron is on, they're doing an update. They announced an update a few days ago that they're going to be doing from 7 o'clock today until 7 o'clock tomorrow. And so we looked at that and said, okay, that update is going to be sometime in between that, 7 o'clock today and 7 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific time. And I don't know if you've ever had a delivery man that said that they're going to be coming over, and they're going to be getting there sometime between 10 o'clock in the morning and 5 in the afternoon. And you never know exactly when they're going to show up. So you end up being there all day waiting for them to show, and they could show at any time in between. So these guys are doing the upgrade between 7 o'clock tonight Pacific and 7 tomorrow. That's when it should be complete. But we're just thinking, what if it's not quite complete at that time? What if it's not quite complete at 6 when we actually launch? We don't want to get into a situation where we launch and they've got something going on the Tron network. As you can see here, this is basically an expected upgrade to the service December 21st from 11 to December 22nd at 11, which is Beijing is 16 hours ahead of us, which makes it from 7 to 7 our time. So we made a decision that we will actually start rolling out after 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We're going to roll it out to the frontline leaders at that point, and then have I'm going to call it our official launch the following day at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. So 6 o'clock Pacific on Tuesday. So that just one day later. And that's going to give everybody a chance to get everything in place. Everybody a chance to get their wallets in place if they haven't got it already. I was talking to some guys today, and they said, geez, we've got our wallet set up, but we don't have our Tron. Well, you need Tron. You need to have currency in order to participate in the program. So if you don't have your Tron, you got to get Tron. You've got to get Tron, whether it's taking your credit cards and buying Tron, or taking cash and buying Tron somewhere, or trading Bitcoin for Tron. I mean, you've got to have Tron in order to interface with our platform. So this is going to give you guys one more day, 24 more hours to make sure that you've got your Tron in place. And it also gives you 24 more hours to get more people into the app, because as we said, we're going to grandfather everybody into the app up until launch. So you now have got an extra 24 hours in which you can actually put people into the system. They'll never, ever have a fee with our marketing system, which, as many of you know, this is going to be the platform that we're using to take this around the world. And so you've got an extra day now to grandfather that. You've got an extra day to get your team in place. So it's good and bad, right? So it's to me, every time we went to the hospital and we were ready to have the baby, it would be kind of good and bad, right? It's always good and bad. It depends on how you look at things, right? So I tend to look at things on the positive side. And this is just good for us because we get a chance to really, clamp things down and make sure that everything is in place. But I will show you today, I'm going to take you on a semi-tour. Oh, wow, we got a ton of people on the call. I just looked over there. Oh, my gosh. So we definitely are making a splash in the marketplace. I'm going to give you guys a little tour of the website in just a moment. I'm not going to show the videos today. If you have not seen our marketing videos, they are fantastic. And you're going to want to, I'll see if I can back that out for a second. I'll see if I can just give you a taste, just a quick flash of the 2 marketing videos that we have. We've got one video that's an overview video that really does set the stage. And so this overview video is designed to really create the need and just share a little bit about what we're doing. So I'm going to give you about a minute of this just to show you the quality of this.
How would you like to have all the funds you need to finally end financial stress and money worries, so you can recover financially from the global pandemic and its effects on your cash flow? You can eliminate debt. Yes, pay off all your nagging bills, even your mortgage and automobiles. You can send your kids to college, start a new business, fund your savings account, or pay for a lavish wedding. You can have all the money you need for retirement, to buy a new home, and travel to exotic places. You can cover unexpected medical expenses and help those in need with funds for charity and humanitarian work, or for anything else you could possibly imagine. Well, pay attention, because in the next few minutes, I am going to show you a proven, revolutionary new 3-step system that will enable you to finally fund your dreams. You are going to discover how to turn as little as 200 Tron into multiple streams of unlimited funding while eliminating all the risks. What is Tron?
Okay, so that's our overview video. And the other one here that I'm going to show you is our compensation plan video.
Oh my gosh, I get excited every time I see that. And that music is in my head like 24/7, honestly.
It's in everybody's head.
It's like constantly.
The word perpetual is defined in the dictionary as continuing forever. The word leverage is defined as to use something that you already have in order to achieve something new or better. And finally, the word funding is defined as the act of providing resources to finance a need, program, or project. Introducing the SmartChoice Perpetual Leverage Funding Program. Developed by a team of crypto entrepreneurs to enable you to successfully raise funds from the 4 billion internet users worldwide. All that is needed to register is your external Tron wallet address.
Okay, let's stop right there. So that's the key. All that's needed to register here is your external Tron wallet address. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I know that many people have got different wallets. I want you to use TronLink. Go to tronlink.org. Register there. Use their wallet. Use their Chrome wallet. Use their Android or OS wallet. Those wallets will integrate perfectly with our system. Now, you can use any DApp wallet, but I'm just telling you, TronLink is the best one for our system. And you're going to find that it's going to be very valuable to be able to access our system through the desktop as well as through your mobile. Okay, very important here, because anytime you go on and you want to do something on our platform, you're going to need to authorize that with your Tron wallet address. That's the only thing that we have that we know of inside the system that lets us know who is the person or the wallet address that we need to pay to. So that's very, very important. I'm going to cover that in a minute. What I'm going to do, though, right quickly, I was speaking with a lady yesterday, and in that conversation, as I was speaking with her, I kind of came to the point where I want to talk a little bit about the compensation plan. I'm not going to show it on the video. I'm just going to go through real quickly and pinpoint some of the key things in the comp plan that you really need to understand. It's totally different. It's a paradigm shift. And so you've got to really twist yourself around this and recognize that it is new, it's different, and that's why it works. If we were doing the same thing that they've done for the last 50 years in the industry, for the most part, that doesn't work. We've created something that does work. We've created a perpetual funding machine for you, and it's all built into the math of the comp plan. So I'm going to share that with you. But before I do, again, just real quickly, let me pop this back up. Share. Again, crowdfunding, huge market, as you know. We've tied it together with a smart contract. If you don't know what a smart contract is, Google it. But a smart contract basically runs on the blockchain. We utilize the The Tron network is what we do. And what the contract does, it does all the work. I had a guy over the house and he said, well, who do we send the money to? Well, you send the money directly to the contract. The contract sits on the blockchain, and the contract is what's going to calculate everything and pay everything out in real time. There's no admin. There's no people managing it. It's all built into the contract itself. And it's what's going to enable you to get all the funds you need for whatever you need it for. So I'm going to just go ahead here because you saw a little bit about the video. So let me just go ahead right to where we're talking about the compensation plan. Again, perpetual leverage funding program, again, put together by a group of crypto entrepreneurs from all around the world. Actually, there's a lot of people that have contributed to this. And the whole goal here is to give you a platform that's going to enable you to market to the 4 billion internet users that are out there. There's 4 billion people worldwide that are looking to raise funds for something. They're looking to make money somehow, some way, some shape. And they're going to these crowdfunding platforms. They're putting up their cause, and people are donating to these platforms. We've created a platform now that you can put up your cause, have people come to donate, and not only will they be able to donate, but they'll also be able to share their cause and receive some funding as well. So it's the give to receive a methodology that we have that's enabling us to grow so quickly, and that's why people are participating and want to participate with our platform. Again, all that's needed to register is your Tron wallet address. That's it. That's all we know is that Tron wallet address, and that goes into the contract, and that's what gets paid. So whatever wallet that you use, be very, very careful. Okay, make sure that you know your 12-word phrase. Make sure that you've backed it up, that you know how to access that wallet, because if you do not have access to the wallet and you cannot restore it, then all of your funds will be gone. It's under your control. We don't control anything. It goes directly to your wallet. So very, very important, but that's what we use, and that's all that's needed to register. And you can get started with as little as 200 Tron. Guys, you know how much 200 Tron is? It's less than $7. Okay, for less than $7, that means that anybody all around the world can participate. Okay, and that's why we've got so much interest here, because for $7, they can get in and they can start using our platform to leverage themselves to the point where they're making significant income with this platform. Now, as far as the languages, our videos that you just saw, we've gone one step above. We've got great videos, number one. But number two, we've taken those great videos and we've rebuilt them from the ground up. And we will have them in over 30 languages by the end of the year. Currently, we've got about 10 languages on the platform. Had some folks over to the house today, and it was just kind of funny. It's kind of cool because I brought them into my living room here, or actually the great room. We've got like an 85-inch TV there in the living room, right? So they're sitting on the couch, and just imagine them sitting on that couch. I put up this 85-inch TV. It's right there in front of them. And I go to Vimeo because we've got our depository where we've got videos stored on Vimeo. So I went to Vimeo and I looked it up on the TV, and I said, what language do you want to watch it in? Now, they happen to be from the Philippines, right? And so they said, do you have it in Tagalog or something like that? I think it's called Tagalog. Do you have it in Tagalog? I said, we certainly do have it in Tagalog. And so I went to the Tagalog presentation and I put it on there, and they were just so amazed watching this thing on this huge screen, and they can see it now and understand it in the language of their native country, the language of their native tongue. And that's what's so beautiful about what we've done. We've created these videos from the ground up. We have them in Dutch. We have them in Filipino. We have them in, coming in all of these languages, but currently right now, there is Cantonese, there is Mandarin, there is Indonesian already up on the site. There is Polish on the site. There is Brazilian Portuguese. There is Vietnamese. There is Latin American Spanish already on the site right now. And all of these other languages here, plus about 3 or 4 more, are underway. Both videos. So now you can go and think about, who do I know in the world that speaks these other languages? So you're not now constricted to your neighbors, your friends. You got people anywhere in the world that you can market this to, and you can show them how they can start to raise funds for whatever they need to raise it for. And so we're really excited about that. Not only that, we've got an app that allows you to share it. These guys were here, so there's 3 of these guys here in the house, and we all had on masks, by the way, because I'm like I'm a germaphobe before this COVID thing. So we all have on our masks, right? No, true. We all had on our masks. They're white. I mean, you can imagine 3 guys on my couch with masks on watching this TV, right? It was great. But we all have on our masks. But at the end of it, it's like, can I get the link to the app? And so I'm sending the link to one guy, he's sending the link to the other guy, and he's sending the link to the other guy, at the end of which everybody had the full-blown presentations, all of the languages, training, everything they had at their fingertips. But not only that, they had a tool now that they can now send out to their network. So this is how we're growing it. It's all in the app. So we're really excited about that. So let me just pop through this presentation here. I'll do my best.
Wait a sec, babe. That's really great because they were all connected too. Because you sent it to one guy, then he sent his link to the next guy, and then that guy sent his link to the next guy. So they were all connected properly in the system.
Oh yeah, and we're all in the room together doing
right.
it.
That's awesome. That's
oh man. So here's let me slow down a little bit here because I tend to get a little excited about what we have here. First of all, there's 3 funding streams. So that's the first thing that you need to understand. There's 3 separate ways of earning funds in our program, 3 funding streams, right? We call them Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3. Now, any donation that comes in, we split the funds on those donations. So part of it goes to Smart 1. Matter of fact, 40% of every donation is going to go to Smart 1. Now, what Smart 1 is, Smart 1 is a 1x3 perpetual matrix with automatic reentry. Now, this is where I want to make clear to everybody on the line here, because I was speaking to somebody on yesterday, and I realized that not everyone understands this. If this is you right here, and you refer people to our program, to our platform, this is the first person that you referred. They are, in normal nomenclature, would be frontline to you, first level to you. We call this a funding stream, but this is the perpetual matrix, I should say, but this is your number 1 person. This one is the second person that you brought on, and this one is the third person that you brought on. Now, this is not necessarily so in our program, but this is number 1, number 2, number 3. This is what's called width here. And this particular platform, the Smart 1, is a one level deep by 3. Sheila, could you mute your background, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure.
It's a 1x3. Okay, so this is a 1x3, 1, 2, 3. Now, the way it works is real simple. You will get the funds from everybody on position number 1 and 2. They go directly to you. That goes to your personal Tron wallet. Position number 3 is going to be sent to your upline. Now, here's one thing that I need to make clear, though. There's no withdrawal necessary. I was speaking to a guy today who was talking about a platform, and I said, well, how often can you withdraw? Well, you can, like, it was like every other Sunday on a, when the moon is this, that, there's all these conditions that had to take place before you can withdraw. There's no withdrawal necessary here. It goes directly to your wallet, which means that you don't have to worry about them saying, geez, we got hacked. You saw that Q coin that got hacked for $150 million. You don't have to worry about that here. It's in your wallet. And then you take it and you put it on your hardware wallet. Make sure you have it on your hardware wallet. So it's not even on the network, not even on, well, it's on the blockchain, but it's not in any exchange. You control your wallet. So you want to make sure that you've got a platform like that, which we have. Now, the way it works, 1x3 again, the third person, the commissions or the sale from that goes to your sponsor. And that allows you now, basically, when that third commission goes to your sponsor, that's basically you now donating to your sponsor, which allows you to re-enter the matrix and start again. It's very simple. So you start again with your 1, 2, that goes to you. Your third one goes to your sponsor. When that happens, you can start again. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And you can do that over and over and over and over again. There's no limit to how many times you can cycle in the 1x3 matrix. I think I was pretty clear there, Sheila. What do you think?
Yep, very clear, babe. Perpetual.
Okay, so Sheila, maybe you can look at the Q&A here as we go through, okay?
Okay.
Okay, someone has said here, so I'm just looking. Glad we have another day. Even 2 days would be better. I know we'll end up with a month, but no, we got to get started here. I'm so anxious to get started. Stick around at the very end. I'll show you the whole video. Well, we could do that, but or get the link out. Thank you very much. Many have Tron wallet. Great, awesome. Tron link seems more complicated than clever, or am I just dumb? Can't figure it out yet. Just do a search on YouTube. tronlink.org. How's it work? You get lots of videos that'll pop up. We're going to create some videos for you. I'll show you here online how easy it is. Clever is great, but Clever is only a mobile app, and you want to have desktop and mobile, in my opinion. But if you want to use Clever, you can, but you'll be restricted to only be able to access our platform from your mobile phone. So that's totally up to you if you want, whatever you want to do. If I sign someone up and they land, and okay, we'll talk about that as we go along. Can we move people around? Okay, we'll talk about that. So Sheila, if you can just kind of monitor the chat here, the Q&As, and then make sure that, I get some of these answered here as we go along, okay? Hello?
Okay.
All right. So let's look at the next step here. So next step is 40% of all donations go to Smart 2. Now, what Smart 2 is, Smart 2 is the breakthrough. It's a proprietary, perpetual, what I call funding stream. Now, understand the magnitude and the magnificence of this. With what we created here, what I created here, you can get pass-ups from infinite depth. Now, I want to explain what depth means to me. Depth is if you were to sponsor or refer this person right here, and they were to sponsor or refer this person right here, and they were to sponsor or refer this person right here, that's what I call depth. That's what I call duplication. You, the next guy gets the next guy, and so on and so forth. That is what I call depth. Width, on the other hand, what I call width is right here. That's wide. Okay, what you have on your first, in typical nomenclature, would be your first level. That's your width. How wide do you go? Well, with our platform, you've got infinite depth and infinite width. Okay, and that's the magic of what we've been able to put together. And you can have an unlimited amount of people deep and an unlimited amount of people wide. Okay, now, again, just to make this clear, because, again, I was surprised yesterday when someone didn't totally get this. If this is you, this is all individuals that are under you on your perpetual stream. So they're not beside you. They are underneath you on what we call the perpetual funding stream. So I want to make sure that that's clear. Now, on your perpetual funding stream, you can have an unlimited number of what I call spots or positions, right? So in other words, you could have an infinite number of people that end up on this stream. Okay, go as wide as the, how deep is the ocean, right? It could go on forever, right? Well, the ocean does have a bottom, so that's probably not the right answer, but it can go on forever. Now, here's the next piece. We've got on the funding stream, you've got what's called pass-up positions, and you've got funding positions. So it depends on what position one of these individuals lands on, that will determine whether they are a pass-up or a funding. Your pass-up positions are positions 2, 4, 6, and every fourth thereafter. What that means is that the first person that comes up on your funding position is a funding. The second's a pass-up. The third's a funding. Fourth's a pass-up. Fifth's a funding. Sixth is a pass-up. Funding, 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 pass-up. That is going to continue. Funding, 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 pass-up. Funding, 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 pass-up, all the way through to infinity. Your pass-up positions, anyone that lands there, is going to be passed up line. And when it's passed up line, and it's the whole individual is passed up, okay, and they're going to land somewhere on your upline on either a pass up or a funding. If it's a pass up that they land on, it'll continue to be passed up until it lands on a funding, just like you will get pass ups to you. And if it's a pass up, you'll pass it up. But if it's a funding, it's going to go into a funding position. Anyone that lands on a funding position is going to fund you. And they're going to send their donations to you. 100% of their donations will go directly to you. So as you can see in this example here, all of these greens are the ones that funded you. But not only do they fund you, they also get what I call linked to you. Now, once somebody is linked to you on a level, they will always be linked to you on that level. Okay, they're always going to be linked to you once they're linked to you. Once somebody is linked to you, they will then pass up as they start getting pass ups and getting personal referrals. They're going to pass up to you their second, fourth, sixth, and every fourth thereafter will come up and go to the next position on your perpetual funding stream. So as you can see here, this pass up ended up here, this pass up ended up here, this pass up ended up here, and this pass up ended up here. When they get passed up and they come to your perpetual funding stream, depending on the position that they land, if they're a pass up, they will be passed up. But if they're funding, they're going to send their funds to you and then be linked to you. Anybody that becomes linked to you is going to pass up their second, fourth, sixth, and every fourth thereafter to the next available position on your perpetual funding stream. As you can see, 3 of them, in this case here, this person had 10 that came up to them, or personal referrals or pass-ups that came up to them. Well, they pass them up to you. And out of that, 3 of them that came up to you were funding, and 1 was a pass-up. These ones that are funding are going to fund you. They're going to pay you. And they're also going to be linked to you. And they're going to pass up their second, fourth, sixth, and every fourth thereafter to you. And that's the breakthrough. This will happen through to infinite depth. There's no limit to how many people that you can have that will come up, either personal referrals or pass-ups to your funding stream. Some of them will be pass-up, but some of them will be funding. The ones that are funding will get send their funds to you, then be linked to you, but then they're going to pass up their second, fourth, sixth, which will come up to you, which will either be a pass up or funding. The ones that are funding will be send their funds to you, be linked to you, and pass up their second, fourth, sixth, and that will happen through to infinity. So now you've got a breakthrough here, infinite depth and infinite width. This has never been done before. It's never been figured out before. But I simply asked a couple of questions and I got the answers. The question most prevalent in my mind was, how can we create a program that will last forever, that will not slow down, that will be based on math, and it will continue to grow. And not only will it continue to grow, but it'll grow bigger and bigger, faster and faster, because as you can see here, as some come up onto your perpetual funding stream, they will fund you, but then they're also going to send more up to your perpetual funding stream, which sends more up to your perpetual funding stream. So your output becomes your input, becomes your output, and this is just going to grow and grow and grow. And what it means to you, just long story short, is you're going to have more money, more money, more money sent to your personal Tron wallet as this goes viral and as time goes by. That's the breakthrough. Now, Smart 3, this just takes it to another level again. 20% of all donations goes to Smart 3. Smart 3 is a recurring funding program. So we've taken the perpetual funding stream and we said, okay, what if we put 20% of every donation into this one? However, this one, the only participants that are in this one are everybody in their first 30 days. It goes into that automatically with 20% of the funding going into that. But now, if they want to continue into that and continue receiving from that, then they will donate 20% of the level on a monthly basis. So this just multiplies everything by 12, completely steps up your leverage. And this is definitely where the biggest money is going to come from. And it's totally optional after the first 30 days. Don't have to participate, but it's a recurring funding program. If you don't participate, that's okay, because what will happen is anyone downline that does send stuff up to you, it'll just bypass you and go to the first upline that is participating in this recurring funding program. Just like if you decide to participate in this recurring funding program and you've got somebody beneath you that's not, their funding will come up to you. So it's real simple. It's called dynamic compression, and it's another form of leverage that you're not going to find anywhere else. So real quickly here, I hope I've been pretty clear on our 3 different programs here. Just to show you it in action real quickly here, if you take a look at this, a couple of things that are important. Let's just say that all you could do was refer one person. That's all you can do. And you refer John. You've made a $200 or 200 Tron donation, and then you refer, because you're at level 1, John makes a 200 Tron donation. John's at level 1 as well. Well, when John makes his 200 Tron donation, John is going to take 3 actual positions in 3 different, programs. He's going to be your number 1 position in Smart 1, your number 1 position in Smart 2, and your number 1 position in Smart 3. So the same individuals in 3 different programs at the same time is your first person, right? And because this is your first person, you're going to get funding. You're going to get 40% or 80 Tron sent to your wallet from Smart 1, 40% or 80 Tron sent to your wallet from Smart 2, and 20% or 40 Tron sent to your wallet from Smart 3. What does that mean? That means with just one person, you've received 200 Tron, which is exactly 100% of your initial donation, which means that with only one referral, you break even. The question I asked myself was, what's the most amount of money that could be made in the shortest period of time with the fewest number of sales? And that answer was 1. If you could refer one person to the level that you're at, whatever level that is at, you will break even on your very, very first person. Everything after that is pure funding that you're going to get for your projects. Now, let's just say that John is a superstar. John says, man, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to work this program. I know people all around the world. I got my friend in Vietnam. I'm going to send him the video from the app. I got my relatives in England. I'm going to send them the video from my app. And he starts spreading the word. And he has people that starts joining. Well, as they join, what's going to happen is this. John now is going to be re-entering the 1x3 matrix every time he gets to his third. So he's going to want 1, 2, 3 on that third one. That third one is going to be sent to you. The money is going to be sent to you, and he re-enters again, and then 1, 2, and the third one's going to be sent to you. So every time he re-enters, he takes the next available position in your matrix and helps you now fill your 1x3 just with John. John is also in Smart 2 and Smart 3. And so that means that he's linked to you in Smart 2 and Smart 3. That means that if he was to go out there and refer, he's going to be passing up his second, fourth, sixth, and every fourth. They're going to come up, and as mentioned, if they're pass up, they get passed up. But if they're funding, they get linked to you, and those funding goes to you. But not only that, they're linked to you, and they're going to pass up their second, fourth, and sixth, and every fourth thereafter to you. So look at this. This is going to go for infinite depth and infinite width. How many people did you personally refer? You referred 1. So from one individual that you referred, look how many funding that you have now that are linked to you that are passing up their second, fourth, sixth, and every fourth thereafter. You only referred 1 person, but all of a sudden now you've got income coming in from all of these folks, but not only that, they're also sending up their second, fourth, sixth to you. I mean, this is incredible. You show me one program out there, just one program where you can refer 1 person and you can end up with an infinite amount of people that are linked to you that are sending funds to you. Not only sending funds to you, but also building your funding stream. Show me one program. This is the breakthrough, guys. Never been done before. But it gets even better because we've taken that and we've put it now on steroids, completely on steroids, juiced it up. Because think about what we have now, multiply it by 32. Because you're going to be able to have 3 funding streams, Smart 1, Smart 2, and Smart 3, but on 32 different levels. That's 96 funding streams that you get access to. Starting off at 200 Tron. Okay, so starting off for $7, $6-7. And you can leverage your way up, all the way up to our top level here is 201,000 Tron. That would be, I guess, I don't know, not sure what the number of that was, $6,000 or something like that, I guess, $6-7 okay, for that level on its own. All combined, all the levels are like 32,000. But you can leverage yourself up because every time, 1 is a magic number to break even, 2 magic number because with 2 referrals, you have enough to go to the next level. And it's all mathematically designed that way. It's only 25% higher than this level to go to the next level, 25% higher again. So each level to get to the next level is only 25% higher. It's always within reach that you can get to the next level with just 2 referrals. And you want to leverage that and upgrade it until you're at all 32 levels. Here's why. If you're at all 32 levels, you don't have to worry about anybody bypassing you. When you're up at level 32, it's almost like you are the one that's running the whole contract, because anybody below you that is not qualified for the higher levels, as individuals go to the higher levels above the person that brought them in, you'll be sitting there getting all of that dynamic compression coming to you. Okay, so this is good and bad. It's good if you're, at the 32 levels. It's bad if you're not, right? Because if you're not, then it bypasses and goes up line. But guess what? Once you're up at that higher level, now you're there and it's good, because anybody else is not, it's going to bypass and come to you. This is really fantastic, guys. It's broken down. There's only 3 things you need to do here to succeed. Number 1, get started. You can get started for 200 Tron, $6. Everybody can do that. $6. So you get started for $6. Then once you're in our system, I'm going to show you the system in a second. Just start upgrading as much as you can, as high as you can, as fast as you can. Then as you upgrade, make sure you qualify each level. And you can qualify each level with just 1 referral. Now, here's the thing. In doing all the testing, I didn't share with you that 1 referral to qualify level might not come from you personally. In doing the testing, I did some simulations where you have somebody that upgrades to all 32 levels, and they started getting dynamic compression, and that dynamic compression started qualifying them on each level. Even though they sponsored 1, they were building streams based on the dynamic compression without sponsoring anybody. Well, no, that's not true. They sponsored 1 person. But then it started coming up, and the stream started to be built from dynamic compression because they were at a higher level. So when you're at the higher level, you never have to requalify for a level again. Once at a level, always at a level, always in a position to start earning the Tron. It's like you own the company, you own the contract, all the money goes to you. You don't have to worry about it. Now, to make this happen even faster, we've made it so you can upgrade. Not sure what happened there. Upgrade multiple levels at once. We created these packages. We call them multiple level packages, where you can pick up a bronze, silver, gold, or platinum package. The bronze package is 8 levels, silver is 16, gold is 24, platinum's 32. Price range: bronze about $125, silver is about 800 and change, gold is about 5,000 to 6,000 bucks. I don't know exactly today. And then platinum's about 30 grand, and that's all the levels. So you can upgrade multiple levels at once. The great thing is that our system is designed that as you start moving up levels and you want to upgrade to a multiple level package, you just pay the difference. That's it. And so it's all figured out into the contract. You only pay the difference between where you are and where you want to get to. But doing this and getting up there, you don't have to worry about people bypassing you. So that's something you want to consider. We've got subscriptions set up for our recurring program, by the way, where you can actually prepay. So you don't have to worry about each month doing the recurring. It's all built into the platform. The great thing is that you're only going to find what we have here. There's other programs that are trying to be us already. They're trying to say that they're on a smart contract doing what we're doing, but they're not. Okay, if they're doing Bitcoin and they're saying they're on a smart contract, ask them, let me see the contract. They're not on a smart contract. Okay, so just know that you're only going to find this here. This is breakthrough. This did not come from copying somebody else. This all came from creation, and you're the ones that get to participate in it. And you can get started with only 200 Tron. You can start marketing all around the world. And I want you to think about this. Think about how excited. I mean, what would be life be like if, say, the next year, say 2021, you really locked in here and really started sharing this, and you said, okay, 2021 is going to be the year that I'm going to make a smart choice. And my smart choice is going to be to stick here and just figure this thing out for a year and start building my platform for a year, where I'm not starting over and over and over again with different deals. I'm not jumping from program to program. I'm sticking here and I'm building something. I'm actually going to build some equity here. Think about if you did that for the next year. At the end of the year, do you think you're going to be able to pay all of your bills when they come in? Without having to worry about it, because you've got whether it's $6 or $6,000 coming in from the different programs that you're participating in on a daily basis. You know, pay off all your debts. You think you can have your debts paid off by the end of 2021? What about upgrading your lifestyle? You know, being able to look at the left side of the menu instead of the right side. Is that how it goes, right? Well, you just go in and you just order whatever you want. Of course, it's going to be outside with masks, but until we don't have that anymore. But I mean, would you be able to upgrade your lifestyle, be able to travel maybe, and do some things that you never really dreamed possible. Be able to go and, basically do whatever you want to do with whoever you want to do it with, whenever you want to do it. What would that be like for you? What about if you had an idea for business? Would you be able to fund that business and not worry about, geez, I got a great idea, but where do I get the funds from? But you've got projects now that you can actually put up on the platform and start raising some funds to fund that business idea. What would that be like? What about being able to help others? Others that are in need right now. There's a lot of people that are in need. We've all been there. We've all been in need before. What would it be like to be the one that could actually help people that are in need? Give them a helping hand, help them out in some way, because you've got the funds to be able to do that. All that is here. 2021 is the year of Smart Choice. We're going to launch now, I guess it's in just a little over a day, 2 days. And I'm just telling you that if you get started, you put your tennis shoes on, you go to work, I can guarantee you that 2021 will be the best year of your life. Mark my words on that. But here's what some people are going to do. They're going to see this and they're going to sit back and they're going to say, geez, that program looks pretty good. And I wonder if it's going to work. I'm going to sit back and see what happens. And they're not going to take action. And then there's going to be some people that are going to take action. Some people are going to say, you know what? In a lifetime of chance, I think this is a chance of my lifetime. I'm going to take action on this. I'm going to, leave no stone unturned. I'm going to wake up in the morning. I'm going to share that app. I'm going to do it all day long, because all I'm doing is sharing an app with the contacts that are already in my phone, with the people that are already on my social media, with the people that are calling me on other programs. I'm just going to share the app. I'm going to do that all day long. And the people that do that are the ones that are going to change your lives for the better in 2021. So I encourage you to take advantage of this. Start collecting Tron. Tron is simply our gateway. I was going to say gateway drug, right? But if you are into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and all that stuff, I mean, it's like, I don't want to say it's like a drug, but it's like a drug. Because when you wake up in the morning and you go into your crypto wallet and you see that you just made 10 grand for the day, just in the appreciation, it's phenomenal. But you got to get into it. You got to get yourself where you're creating Bitcoin. Someone said to me the other day, said, well, you can go out and buy some Tron. I said, why would I want to buy Tron when I can earn Tron, when I can raise funds of Tron? Why would I want to buy it? What's better than buying it? Earning it, raising it, creating that platform that brings it into your household. Take your money and go buy it. Why would you want to do that when you can earn it? Start raising Tron. Because when you got Tron, you can change it to any other cryptocurrency. You can put it to Bitcoin. You can then put it to fiat if you want. You can put it to your Visa blockchain cards if you want. You're going to have flexibility with it. It's simply what we use as the gateway. But hey, quite frankly, you might want to hold on to some Tron. It's trading at less than 4 cents right now. Okay, could go on to be worth a lot more than that, right? Anyhow, do not let the next 5 minutes go by without taking action. If that action is that you're going to get off this call and you're going to share that link with a bunch of people, do it. Get the word out there. We're going to be launching on Tuesday now. By this time on Tuesday, we will be launched. And again, you've got that opportunity to be first, and you've only got one chance to be first. That's it. Never again is this opportunity going to be available to anybody worldwide, and we're taking it around the world. So with that, let's see what we got going on here, Sheila. What's going on the chat?
Hey, babe. We got lots of questions. So, so we've got a lot of questions. So you handled on Anil. You handled.
Oh, don't say anyone's name, please.
Okay. Well, okay. So you handled that question.
Well, just tell me what the question is and let me answer it.
Okay. If I sign up someone and they land in a pass-up position, so pass up to my qualified refer, but land in their pass-up spot, what happens?
Say that one more time.
If someone signs someone up and they land in a pass-up position and then they go up to their refer's pass-up position, what happens?
Okay, so again, pass-up positions, whether it's a personal referral or pass-up, anything that lands or anyone that lands on a pass-up position will be passed up. If it gets passed up and that's a pass-up position, it'll get passed up again. And it'll continue to get passed up until it lands in a funding position. The good thing about it is that as those pass-ups are being passed up, if it's passed up 5 people, let's just say, those 5 people are going to get credited for those pass-ups. So all 5 people, even though it was one referral, now on the next pass-up, they would all be funding positions. That answers that. Next.
Excellent. If I buy a package to get to level 6, to earn money, do I also have to refer 6 people to get paid on level 6?
Well, our program is dynamic. So there's a number of different ways where you can qualify. You have to qualify with either one personal referral or one pass-up that you receive through dynamic compression to your first position, and you will break even with that very first person. But if you're at level 6 and you want to get qualified for all 6 levels, all you would need to maybe have is one person that does exactly what you did, which is they upgrade to level 6. So the same one person could qualify you on all 6 levels.
Okay, and then the continuation of that question, if so, to get to level 32, I also have to get 32 referred people to sign up. It's not 32 referred people.
No, again, so the same thing. You simply have to have one person that comes and qualifies your position at position number 1. That could be a personal referral, or it could be someone that you received through dynamic compression, and it could be the same person. So if you're, for instance, saying, you know what, I'm going to come in and I'm going to go to level 32, and I like this, I want to be at level 32, I want to make sure that I never, ever miss a dime, so I'm going to upgrade to level 32. I'm at level 32. And then you talk to your friend and they say, geez, you know what did you do? And you say, well, geez, you know what I did? I just decided that, this is like running my own crowdfunding platform. So I just came in and I got myself to level 32. And now I basically get all of I don't miss out on anything. Anyone that is lower than me that is not at the same level, I get all of the breakage. It all comes to me. It's absolutely fantastic. And that person says, you know what? I want to do the exact same thing. And when they do the exact same thing, they would qualify you for all 32 positions as well, or levels as well.
Okay, excellent. How do we not feel the pain if our biggest producer lands in, they say position 3, but I guess they meant position 2?
Well, I mean, you never know what true your biggest producer is, but the way that the program works is that you got to give to get. So the way that it works, that we can have the perpetual funding stream, again, the first one is your break even. So we're talking about anything over and above 1 is going to be profit, so to speak. And your big producer can land in a position that's a pass up, and you have to be willing to give. You have to be willing to give that up, because if you're willing to give that up, then you're going to get, you will get. And you cannot try to, I mean, you could try if you want to figure out how to get my great big producer that you think is a big producer to land in the right spot. You could try to manipulate it and try to do that, but I can guarantee you that because the program's so dynamic, even though you think that you can get them in the right spot, it all depends on the levels that they're participating in and the time and all that stuff, that it's not going to work out like that. You just need to be willing to refer, let the chips fall where they fall, and it'll work out in the end, because as everybody does that, as everybody starts playing willingly, okay, it'll work out at the end. But let me just say this to you. One of the things that we did to make sure that for someone like you that wants to make sure that you're tied to your big producer, well, if your big producer comes in, they're always going to be first level to you in your 1x3 perpetual matrix. So they're always going to be 1, 2, or 3 or whatever in your 1x3 perpetual matrix. They're always going to be following you in the 1x3 perpetual matrix, providing, of course, they're underneath you and they haven't bypassed you in any levels. So you will always have your big producer in the 1x3 matrix. Where you may not necessarily always have them is in Smart 2 and Smart 3, which is the recurring perpetual funding streams or recurring funding program. Next.
Right, and you just never know what's going to come up to you.
You never know what's going to come up to you, so you got to be willing to let it come up.
Yeah. I mean, it's just have to trust, because the system is so incredible.
Next.
And I've been trying to buy Tron, but I haven't been able to do so. My question is there a step-by-step template to show someone how to do this?
No step-by-step template. Just get a hold of your upline, do a Google search, how to buy Tron. The best place I'll tell you is go to Clever, KLEVER.io. You can buy it with a credit card there. So KLEVER.io. You can buy Tron all day long with a credit card there. Next.
Okay. How quickly can we get tonight's presentation on the app?
This one, I may put it up there, so we might put it up there tonight. Next.
Log it in late. Are we still on launch for tomorrow? No, launching the 22nd.
We're going to not launch one day later because Tron Grid is doing an update that we don't want to get stuck on when we launch. So we want to make sure that everything runs smoothly when we do launch. So we're going to put it off for one day next.
Do we move up the levels as we refer people, or do we need to pay to move up to the next level?
I don't understand the question, but you do need to upgrade yourself.
Yes.
You can upgrade based on earnings that go into your wallet. Of course, it's going into your own personal wallet. You can use those funding that you receive to upgrade, or you could take your own funds to upgrade. So it's totally up to you. The one wallet that you have that's tied to the platform, as you earn income that goes into your wallet and your personal wallet, you can leave the funds there and use those funds to continue to upgrade until you have all 32 levels working for you. Or you could take the funds out, spend it, do whatever you want, and stay at the levels that you're at. It's totally your choice. Next.
Correct. And yeah, exactly. So the link that we're sending out at the moment is not the actual link. The app is not the smart contract. The app is simply a marketing and training tool, a way for you to share the video with others. They're tied to you in the app as your personals. They are not in the smart contract. The smart contract is not live yet.
Correct. Next.
Can we get the short video in German? German is coming.
German's on its way. We'll have German probably within the next week. Next. Italian's going up tonight.
The video will be available for replay shortly, like
next.
By later on tonight. So if we purchase all levels to 32 and we get someone to buy to level 32, we earn all our money back. Yes.
Yes.
Earlier in the presentation, David recommended Clever, and now TronLink. Is Clever not compatible, or is it?
Clever is compatible on the mobile app, but it's not. Clever does not have a desktop version. So I recommend TronLink. Just listen to me. I recommend TronLink.org is the one that is your primary wallet that you use to interface with us, because you'll be able to interface with us on the mobile as well as on the desktop. And I'm telling you, you're going to have situations where you're going to want to be going quickly to process an order because something's happening, and you just want to have that flexibility. Next.
You have to upgrade each time to 32 levels, and every person has to upgrade also.
There's no have to do anything
right
here. So I'm not sure the question, but.
So I guess they're saying like similar programs that are out there, you have to upgrade each time to get to a level. Once you're at a level, anyone that comes in beneath you that's up to the same level you're at, you'll capture them. If they go to a level beyond where you're at, then you don't capture them.
Okay, so I see the last question here. So yeah, everything is based on referrals. There's no passive income here. This is not an investment opportunity. All the earnings come from people that are referred and then donating, whether they're personal referrals or people that you receive through dynamic compression or pass-ups. It's all based on people that are willing and wanting to donate to others to support other people's causes as well as the community. And so when you come in here, it's the give to get mentality. Got to be willing to give, and you'll get back 100-fold here. So that's the methodology that we're using. Here's what I want to do real quick. Thank you, Sheila. What I want to do real quick, I want to just show you guys part of the platform real quick here. I'm going to just pop in here, and I'm going to be hiding part of it because I don't want you to see everything at this point. I don't want you to know the address and all that stuff, because that'll just create problems for us if everyone starts going there and trying to get access to the contract before we actually launch. But I will show you, I will log in. And so I am going to log in. Okay, so you can see part of that right now, right? And so let me just see if I can move some of this over without going too far. Okay, so you should be able to see part of the site. We got the videos are going up there right now, so the videos will pop up. So people can watch the videos right on the main landing page here. So the videos are right there for them to watch as well, right on the landing page. And as they go down, the videos will be here as well. They can pop them up and watch them. So that's all there. Down here, we got the compensation plan video down here as well. Again, pops up. They can watch that. It's all there. So the video, I'm not going to go through the website. It's a great website, very professional. Okay, I got to clear my cache real quick. Give me a second here. Sheila, could you tap dance for a second, please?
That would not be pretty, okay? No, definitely not. Let me just see if there's any new questions in here that we can handle while you're doing that. Yeah, so I just want to really be clear with everyone. So the app is an awesome tool. It's a tool for marketing purposes, for getting the word out. It's a tool for training where people can go and we have lead page copy up there. We have banner ad copy. We have classified ad copy. So there's a lot of tools in there, but it is not the actual smart contract, smart choice. It's simply a training tool. So when you have your link from the app and you send it to your friend and you say, here's something I want you to look at, and they register, they're linked to you in the app, and you'll see them if you go to under your account and you see them as a referral. That's awesome. So you can keep track of who's actually has responded and who's actually signed up through the app, but they're not in the smart contract. They're not in Smart Choice. That is not live yet. That's what we're talking about when we say we're going live, is we're going live with the smart contract, where once you register into Smart Choice, Smart Contract, you will receive a referral link. That's a link that you would send to someone, and then they will come in and they will fall on your next available position on your perpetual funding stream. Once they're in, that's it. That's their spot. They can't be moved or anything like that. Nothing can be changed. So I just want everyone to know that the app is not the smart contract. It's simply a tool. You can communicate with your people that you've introduced through the system. You can they can go and look at videos and so forth, but they're not actually functioning within the smart contract.
Yeah, let's talk about that real quickly, because it is being, I just got word that they are updating the app or the contract and all that stuff on the site right now. So we're not going to be able to show that tonight. I'll do it tomorrow night. What you're looking at is what Sheila was talking about, which is the app itself. It's a web-based as well as a mobile version. So you can, from your mobile phone, share the app with others. And basically, you're going to go to the pages section in the mobile app. You can do it online as well. You press share. It's going to then give you a link that you're able to send out. As you can see here, Sheila Nancy, it's a specific link to her. She's able to send that out. And then when someone joins, they're going to be tied directly to her inside the app. And so you teach everybody to just share the app through that link. And as they share the app through that link, you're going to get duplication and depth. People that come in to the app, they immediately will be able to watch the different and various videos are right here. They can watch the videos, they can get training. We're going to have some landing pages that will be done specifically that will allow you to click on a link and go directly to your Smart Choice app, or Smart Choice contract, I should say, and sign up there. So there's a lot that's coming. For the next 2 days now, then, everybody that joins through the app is going to be free. After that, there will be a nominal charge for people, but anyone that joins over the next couple of days, it's going to be totally free for them forever, no matter what we do as far as upgrading on the app. So I recommend that you get the word out there and get people to come and join, because there's a lot that you're able to do with the app itself. It's a really phenomenal tool. You can send out notifications to your frontline people. You're going to receive notifications directly through the app as well, where we send out messages to remind you of calls and remind you of what's going on. So it's our communication tool that we're able to utilize that is outside, again, of the system. But again, you can come in and send out messages. We call them push messages. There's a lot you can do. I'm not going to do an app training, because in the app, guess what? We've got training directly in the app itself. So you can come here once you're in the app, and you can actually watch the app training
there you go.
by the
Hello,
app developer.
everybody. Thank
He
you.
actually goes through and shows you all the different things that you can do. So again, this whole tool is designed so that you don't have to do the talking and all that stuff. Let the app and let the system do the talking for you, and just teach everybody to do that. We're not looking to become salespeople here and try to push people into things and all that stuff. We simply share the information. We invite them to take a look at our app. We don't invite them to join, by the way, because when you invite people to join something, you're inviting them for yourself. When you invite people to take a look at something to see if it's something that could benefit you, you're inviting them for them. And we tend to want to invite them for them. So with that, I'm going to wrap this up. We've gone over an hour here, Sheila. So let's wrap this up. I want to thank everybody for coming down and spending the time today. I will make sure that I've got better access to the site tomorrow. We'll give a proper preview tomorrow. Might even actually show the domain and all that stuff tomorrow night. And then we're going to go in. I'll show you all the transactions that happen in there and everything. We'll do that tomorrow. And then we will launch with some of the leaders shortly after that. And then at 6 p.m. Pacific on Tuesday, the 22nd now, we definitely will fire this up. So with that, thank you very much for coming down. I look forward to seeing you guys on another call. And again, the future, I hope it looks bright for all of you, because it certainly looks bright for us. 2021 is going to be the best year for a lot of people all around the world. So with that, Sheila, thank you. If you want to close it up, we're good.
No, we're totally exciting. It is a paradigm shift. So just understand that this is going to work. This is why we're so excited about this, because we finally found a place where we can build and thrive. And it's the last time we have to do it. And that's a welcome words for anyone that has had to do it multiple times over and over again. So that's what's
the last program you're ever going to have to work again. This really is the last program, though, guys.
That's
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great night, everybody.